If you're seeing a disk error, scratch disk full message, or Photoshop says it could not open your file, don't worry. In this video, I'll show you the fastest way to fix Photoshop disk errors when opening a file using a simple step-by-step process with minimal trial and error. This is especially helpful in Photoshop 2026, and it can save you a lot of time if the problem is caused by storage, scratch disk settings, temp files, or even the graphics processor. If this video helps you, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more quick Photoshop tutorials. Let's start with the most common cause first, disk space. Photoshop needs free space not only on the drive where the file is stored, but also on the drive used as the scratch disk. A good rule is to make sure you have at least 20 to 50 gigabytes of free space available. Even when you're only trying to open a file, Photoshop still needs temporary working space to process it. So before changing anything else, check your storage and clear up space if needed. Delete old downloads, empty the recycle bin, or move large files to another drive if your main drive is getting full. Next, fix the scratch disk settings. If Photoshop opens normally, go to Edit, then Preferences, and then Scratch Disks. Here, select a drive that has lots of free space. An SSD is usually the best option if you have one, because it's faster and more reliable for temporary Photoshop work. After choosing the correct drive, restart Photoshop so the change takes effect. If Photoshop does not open at all, there's still a way to change it. Hold Ctrl and Alt while launching Photoshop. This should bring up a startup pop-up that lets you choose a different scratch disk. Select another available drive and continue. This step alone often fixes the problem immediately. Now let's move to the file itself. Sometimes the issue is not Photoshop, but the location of the file or a small read error. To test that, copy the file to a different location before opening it. A simple option is your desktop, or you can move it to another drive like D or E. This can help if the original folder path is causing problems, or if there are bad sectors on the storage drive. Once the file is copied, try opening the new version from its new location. If it opens there, then you know the original location was part of the issue. If you're still getting the error, the next fix is to clear temporary files. First, close Photoshop completely. Then press Windows key plus R, type %temp% and press Enter. This opens your temporary files folder. Delete all files you can safely remove from that folder. Some files may be in use and won't delete, and that's okay. Just skip those and remove the rest. After that, restart your PC. This can help clear out corrupted temp files that may be interfering with Photoshop when it tries to open your project. Another very important fix is to disable the GPU. Sometimes the graphics processor can cause open errors, especially if the driver is outdated or incompatible. Open Photoshop, then go to Edit Preferences and Performance. Find the option that says Use Graphics Processor and uncheck it. Then restart Photoshop and try opening your file again. If the file opens after turning this off, the issue was likely related to GPU acceleration. You can leave it off or later update your graphics drivers and test again. So to recap, the best order is, first, check your free disk space. Second, change or reset your scratch disk. Third, move the file to another folder or drive. Fourth, clear your temp files. And fifth, disable the GPU if needed. Working through these steps in order gives you the best chance of fixing the disk error without wasting time on random troubleshooting. If this tutorial helped you fix Photoshop's disk error when opening a file, please hit the like button, subscribe for more editing fixes, and leave a comment if you want help with another Photoshop problem. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.